Well, that's cool. Good morning. So it is now 9:36 and I have a couple things that I have to do today on my to-do list. So let me quickly open it up and take a look. So what I have to do today is to set up the green screen for YouTube thumbnails for Tom. Although, even though I would have done that today, Tom did beat me to the studio already, so I don't have to worry about that anymore because he got it done with. I do usually feel a little bad when I'm out there to help with that kind of stuff, but it is what it is. One thing I'm noticing though is I also need to finish Tasker write-up for tutorial. That is for a video that we have to get done a little bit later, so it doesn't have to be done right this second, but it does need to be done soon. And as you can tell in my to-do list, not everything I do every day is necessarily just editing work, even though that is like my main thing. But nonetheless, it's kind of cool. But let me also show you really quick the green screen that we actually got here at the studio. So this is the green screen that I ordered before I left for a couple days at the studio. Now, Tom did beat me to it. He set it up, and the idea would be that we have a dedicated green screen for YouTube thumbnails, whether that be if I feel like making a thumbnail one day, or if Tom needs to, he can just stand in front of here, we just turn on the lights and things are good to go. So the idea would be to do something like this, where I'm just like, hello, welcome, although I'm kind of out of it. So there you go, hello, hi. Maybe I should make a thumbnail right now. I look all mad or something, I don't know. Either way, you understand, it's just for YouTube thumbnails. And everything that we do is what makes all of this fun, is the fact that we have a lot of this at our disposal, and it's kind of cool to be able to build these things, kind of try them out, experiment and find what works. What makes it more fun for me personally is the fact that I get to use and adopt new skills all the time. Because, you know, I didn't start knowing how to do all this stuff, nor even understanding how a lot of it works. It's always just experimentation and figuring how things work. Now, with all that out of the way, what I need to do is, like I said, kind of go through my list and try to knock out some things. And I feel like the first thing that I should do is something editing related. Is I am currently taking right now Ben Marriott's motion graphics course. I'm taking his intro to motion graphics, or the fundamentals class.
Get ready to discover the power of motion design and bring your visions to life. I'm Ben Marriott, and I've been cooking up the finest quality tutorials.
I'm using that as a way to not only improve my own skills, but to sharpen anything that I currently don't have a good foundation on. You know, motion graphics is something that I very much love. I love animation so much, and I want to utilize the skills that I learned not only for Tom's videos, but my own as well. And the only best way to do it is obviously by practice. So I'm going to start doing that, and I'll just continue to try to take you guys along throughout my day.
Light for your desk?
Well, because like right now, this is all I've been doing. Look.
Oh, I think I have a better solution.
And then I just use these two.
I want to say somewhere in this office we have one of those like round LED lights.
Oh, I feel like we've used that before, haven't we?
Yes. Actually, wait, they're in here. We have two.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi, Billy Mays here for whatever the hell this upside down logo is. Okay, so we have this.
Yeah, I'll use that.
And then somewhere around here, I'm pretty sure we have one of those desk-mounted stand things.
I feel like at this point, I don't even know what we have in stock. I wonder if I should like...
Do we do inventory?
I was about to say that. Actually do an inventory thing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my mom knows what we have in stock more than we do. Because she's the one who organizes everything. You can have a puppy pad. If you need one.
I mean, if I
You really have to go.
If I can't leave the desk to go.
That's the kind of loyalty I expect.
Yeah, I don't even know what they look like though, so I don't know.
It looks like the center pole of a tripod, or like the center pole of a light stand, except for instead of a triangular, it's not that, because instead of a triangular base like that,
yeah,
it's just a clamp. Because I had it, like, it was literally on my desk, right here.
So the idea would be the light goes here or just somewhere on the side, because then essentially if I start recording a pinch more on this angle, it would be best if I had a little bit more of lighting, because I work in the dark corner essentially with that lamp. Not that it's a problem, but it would be ideal. So figure that out, I guess. But then also with that green screen that was shown earlier, so this is kind of the idea. Although I just turned it on really quick to test it myself, but the plan is we are batching a lot of the thumbnails that Tom recorded. So then that way we can pass it on to the person that's going to be working on the thumbnails to help out. And then also it just keeps us a little more organized. So that way per video, it's not like a quick run and gun to get a new thumbnail picture. We already have a batch ready for editing. So gonna try this out myself. All right, this is a really cool solution that's working so far. And if you hear in the background a lot of clicks, Tom's over there clearing away a bunch of markers on the timeline there. Funny enough, it's working though.
It is working, but it's so tedious.
It's over 200, isn't it?
It's 205.
Oh my gosh.
I found this really cool thing where you can like put markers on the timeline and then it will export a still for all those markers.
Right.
So it's great for like taking thumbnail poses and then just exporting them all in bulk, except it got stuck at 200 of them. So I had to clear those 200 manually so I could do the next like 300.
Oh my gosh.
So I think I just did it though. Let's see if it works.
Tom and I took some time to put him in front of the green screen. We set up all the lights again, and we tried testing out just how we wanted to capture him. We also wanted to see if we can get him in full body based on how we have him so far, which ended up being a little bit more challenging, but that's fine. And then I also had a mark on the ground where we set up the lights, so that way in the future when I have to reposition everything, I know exactly where to put them. We then went over all of the footage, got some ideas on how we want to edit these videos in the future, and then ultimately it's just a collaborative process we go through on sharing ideas and finding what we think would work best. All right, so now that it's 4:32 to start wrapping things up, I have two more things to do on the to-do list for now. So one is gonna be start learning green screen stuff, and this is for future videos that we're looking to make back on the main channel, because believe it or not, we're gonna be posting on there more at some point. And then also pulling out from another main channel video, which is gonna be about sponsorships and stuff. Just trying to pull out the key points, whether that's like writing them down in frame or just writing like a little documentation on Notion or something. But the point is to pull out the key points so then Tom can later go into it and start creating kind of like the story / script that we're gonna make into this. Now, of course, this is all still just stuff in my normal day of full-time work that I try to do for Tom here. But nonetheless, this is still something to get done for the day as soon as I can. If not, I will do it tomorrow. But for now, it's been a pretty good day. One, two, three. Okay. So that right there is usually what I would do in a day with Tom. Now today specifically, the thing we were focusing on was in fact the green screen that we saw, and then just me going down my to-do list for the day. Now, for the next day though, I will be working on obviously some more projects. So in the coming videos, the more you guys can tell me what you like to see, that would definitely be helpful, so I can try to get as many angles or different like things that I do throughout the day that would be beneficial for you guys. And then the other thing is when I'm actually home now, as you can tell by the way I'm dressed, I actually just work on my own personal projects. Now, aside from Tom, I had mentioned before that I also work with Nebula. I work also at Nebula. Just Nebula. And with Nebula, there's just certain videos that I work on, whether it be some kind of syndication for Facebook, or I just cut up some originals that we have. So whatever I have to do for the day, I usually try to do that at home. And then the last thing would also be any additional client work that I have. For example, tomorrow, I'm actually going to be talking with Ben Marriott because he and I are looking for a way to collaborate. Obviously, I'll get Ben's approval here to keep this part of the video in here or not, but the point is, everything else at home, I have to do it here, and this is essentially my setup as you saw. So that's essentially it. If you guys have any other questions throughout this video, let me know. But I really like kind of giving you guys a little more behind the scenes of what my life being a professional editor. So if you have questions, let me know. But I will keep these videos going, so I'll see you guys in the next one.